Hello there, little spark, and welcome. Now, what if I told you that the key to incredible vitality wasn't hidden in some super complex formula, but in the simplest, most basic element in the entire universe? Today, we're going to uncover the hidden power of hydrogen, and we're not talking about it just as a gas, but as the fundamental energy source that literally powers every single one of our cells. This quote from our source material just sets the stage perfectly, doesn't it? We're always looking for these complicated solutions. But what if the biggest truth about our own energy is being whispered by the most abundant and simple element of all? Come on, let's follow that whisper and see where it leads. All right, so where do we even begin with a topic this big? Well, we start by understanding that hydrogen, it's not just a box on the periodic table. According to ancient mystics, it's something way, way more profound. It's like the fundamental song of creation, a primordial hum that echoes through literally everything. Ancient mystics had a name for this, the life force. But here's the thing, this isn't just some floaty spiritual idea. The source material suggests that this primordial hum has a real physical counterpart, the electrical potential that's created by hydrogen ions inside our bodies. It's the actual, tangible energy that animates ourselves. Okay, so let's zoom in a bit. Let's bring this down from the cosmos right into, well, you. How does all this apply directly to your body? We're about to shift from the universal down to the cellular level, and I want you to start thinking about your body as this incredibly intricate living power grid. Think about it like this. Your body is a magnificent orchestra, and for it to play this beautiful, harmonious music, every single musician, and by that I mean every single cell, needs its own power source. Our source material gives us this great way of looking at it. Each of our trillions of cells is like a tiny rechargeable battery. And listen, this whole cellular recharge thing, it's not just a cool metaphor. It's actual biology. Every single one of your cells maintains a voltage across its membrane, a literal electrical charge. This energy is the currency that pays for every single thought you have and every single move you make. So, here's where it gets really crucial. What happens when that charge is high versus when it's low? Just look at this comparison. On the left, a fully charged cell means you feel energized, flexible, resilient. But on the right, a depleted cell leads to feeling sluggish, stiff, kind of disconnected. So I gotta ask, which side of this chart do you feel like you're on right now? So this brings us to the big question, right? If we feel depleted, how in the world do we get back into balance? Well, this next part is all about bridging that ancient wisdom with some really interesting modern applications to help restore our body's natural, healthy rhythms. So yeah, how do we actually do it? If our body is this incredible orchestra, but all the instruments are just a little out of tune, how do we get that beautiful harmony back? How do we tune our body's energetic symphony? Well, our source material points to some fascinating technologies designed to act as catalysts. It mentions a system called Sunrise, which apparently uses specific frequencies to help the body use hydrogen more efficiently and restore that cellular voltage. But the idea isn't to be a cure, it's more like a battery charger that just helps your body's own systems do their job better. The goal is something the source calls energy harmonization. Now that sounds complex, but it's really not. It's not about forcing a charge into the body, it's about creating the perfect environment where your cells can naturally get back to their optimal electrical balance. It's just like a musician carefully tuning an instrument. The technology just helps your body find its own correct frequency again. So how does all this cellular energy stuff connect to something we do every single day? Let's talk about hydration, because it turns out the real secret to being well hydrated isn't just about how much water you drink. We've all been told a million times, right? Focus on quantity. Drink your 8 glasses a day. But what the source argues is that true hydration is all about quality. See, if your cells have a low electrical charge, they can't effectively pull water in. So quality hydration is all about making sure your cells have the energy to actually use the hydrogen and oxygen from the water you drink. And when that happens, it creates this incredible chain reaction. It all starts with your cells having enough energy to properly metabolize hydrogen. That enhanced energy then allows for much better cellular hydration. And the final result, the thing you can actually feel, your tissues get more pliable, leading to smoother movement and way less stiffness. This visual from the source material just says it all, doesn't it? The metaphor is so powerful. Think of a healthy, hydrated cell as this vibrant, green, supple leaf. But a depleted cell? It's like a dried-up, brittle leaf that could crumble at any moment. This isn't just poetry. It's a perfect way to visualize what's happening to our own tissues when they're starving for energy and hydration. So, as we start to bring all these pieces together, the cellular energy, the hydration, the flexibility, we get to the ultimate goal of this entire journey. And it's all about making that crucial shift from a state of just surviving to a state of truly thriving. And this slide just nails the difference in that mindset. On one side, you have survival mode. You're constantly reacting to problems, always feeling rushed, always struggling against the current. But on the other side, you have thriving. That's a state of flow, where you're not just being pushed along by the river of life, you're actively and skillfully navigating it. So, what are the real-world practical benefits here? By focusing on this foundational cellular energy, the whole goal is to boost your body's own natural vitality. That leads to better hydration, smoother movement, less stiffness. It's all about restoring your body's optimal natural rhythm from the inside out. And that brings us to this really profound piece of wisdom. It totally reframes how we think about time. It suggests that when we align with our own life force, our own energy, we're not just passengers being swept along anymore. We actually become skilled navigators, able to find the best currents and steer clear of the rapids. And so, we're going to leave you with this one simple question. When you really think about your own energy, your own flow, are you just getting by? Are you just surviving? Or are you ready to tap into that fundamental power and truly begin to thrive?